Hi everyone, this is Zen. This is a recap of my trade today in Halliburton, HAL. This is my first recap for Barbell traders. And if you have not checked out the community, I encourage you to do so. The community is very friendly, knowledge sharing, and all the moderators, including Andrew, are excellent and helpful. And everyone has a different style of trading, so there is always something you can learn from all of them every single day. I enjoy being in the community, so I really encourage you to check them out. And their pre-market show, which is at 8:30 Eastern every day with Norm and Carlos. So this trade today in Hal was one of the tickers I was watching this morning, and this was actually not on my main list. If you are following the markets, today morning at the open, the SPY ripped up. I had all the usual suspects that have been very active the past week and a half, the airlines, the cruisers on my primary list, and HAL was on my secondary list because it had a pretty good pre-market pop. If you see the 5-minute here, it had a pretty good pre-market pop, and there was an expectation that HAL might be a candidate to go even further higher. And I know that HAL being a high float candidate will not move much, but I just had put it on by secondary list. And when I was watching everything in the first 5 minutes or so, I noticed that as the SPY was ripping, going up and up and up, most of the stocks were going up and up and up, but HAL was actually going down and down. So that then I knew that HAL was an alpha stock, which is independent of the market, which is going to do whatever it wants. And so that is what piqued my interest in HAL. So I was watching it right here in the second minute or so. But when I was switching between different tickers, I thought I had lost this move, but it gave me a pullback. I was still not convinced that it was a short, even though it was below VWAP. This blue line is my VWAP, because overall SPY was pretty strong at that point. So I was still not convinced that HAL is still a short. So when I was waited for this pullback coming down, then a second pullback, and the second pullback did not go above the first pullback high, then I jumped to the trade with a very tight stop at VWAP. Then it immediately started coming down, and I saw there was a whole number level at 7, so I took a partial there. Then I took a couple more partials right here because SPY was still strong, and because of the strong action pre-market, I didn't want it to kind of fly back up on me, making me lose all my profit. So I took a couple more partials here. And then my next partial was actually at a pre-market low. So you look at the two levels there here. I took a partial there. And then the next partial was actually based on tape. So it was seeing lower lows and lower highs throughout for 5 or 6 candles. And the tape clearly at this point, at this partial, wanted to go up. So I took a partial there. And then again, I took another partial to avoid any V reversal here and just going back to VWAP. I debated whether I should or shouldn't, and I said, okay, if it goes to a V reversal, it's the point of like losing all that and then waiting for it to come back. So I took a partial there. And then I noticed that it has never given up the 9 EMA. So this line is my 9 EMA. So it had never given up the 9 EMA. So I waited. I had already taken enough partials. I could wait for the next couple of partials. So I waited. So I took a partial around here, and the last partial here. This partial was actually when it crossed my EMAs. It crossed both my 9 EMA and a 20 SMA. Then I said, okay, I have held it long enough. It may be the end of the trend. So I took the last partial here. So if you notice on my 5-minute chart, this last partial was actually a good place to get out, because after that, so there is a daily level here, and then after that it started reversing. The trend completely reversed. So that is my HAL trade from today. Thank you everyone, and again I encourage you to join the pre-market show with Norm at Carlos at 8:30 Eastern on YouTube as well. It's free, so there's no reason not to join the show. Happy trading!